Hey there! I guess someone has invited you to this website to help you out. You might wonder why that person is helping you out. Well, that's simple. Because helping others just feels great. Just listen to these folks I helped out last month.
Robin helped me out like a true Samaritan would do and asked for nothing in return. I've now banked over $34,515 in just a little over a week. Everyone needs a little help now and then, right? Let Robin and his mind-blowing Samaritan system help you out. Thanks again, Robin.
Hey there. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, it really worked. I've been searching the web for months and I finally found a really good performing piece of software and it was free. It has already made me enough money to get me out of debt in just a couple of days. Incredible, right? I just want to send a big shout out to Robin and his Samaritan system. Really works.
Isn't that great? That's why I call this the Samaritan system. And now that you're watching this short video, I will help and guide you further. In this video, I will explain to you how I can help you earn a weekly $21,865 on full autopilot. Making this amount of money every week allows you to buy beautiful things like cars and mansions, attend private parties and board private jets and yachts. Believe me, that money takes away every financial boundary you know. Besides this wealth, there is something even better that money can't buy. Money allows you to help others selflessly. I truly understand that this may sound like a fairy tale that starts with "once upon a time," but this is for real. Watch this short video to the very end where I can prove to you that this is really the gold mine you've been searching for all along and that I will help you selflessly. My name is Robin Castell and I'm a multimillionaire since 2008. Now please know that my wealth is not something I've worked for. I did not crack the code. I wasn't a master genius in mathematics, and I certainly didn't hack into government agencies or federal banks. It has been simply passed on to me when my father sadly died back in 2003. Now, I wasn't always as helpful as I am today, and this is my story. Before my father passed away, he was the chairman at a well-known billionaire hedge fund that has been trading at Wall Street for a few decades. The hedge fund where my father used to work is doing very well at the moment, and my father helped build this company as it exists today. My father was a very helpful and selfless man. They called him the Good Samaritan. As my father passed away, I gained a big chunk of his wealth immediately. At first, I didn't care much because I'd rather have my father with me instead of becoming a multimillionaire. I grieved for a long time. But once I'd accepted his passing, I started spending his wealth in ways you would never imagine. I bought the coolest things out there like it was nothing. I've always been spoiled, but since my father passed away, all control was lost. I bought numerous things without even overthinking it. Lots of things I didn't need or haven't even used. Not just for myself, because I was even spending crazy amounts of money to my friends around me. Obviously, the money didn't feel like it was my own, and that was exactly how I was spending it. After a few months on a real shopping spree, I got lonely. I felt selfish. Obviously, I had friends that were coming over and shared my money with them, but they weren't actual friends. They were just a bunch of people that liked my lifestyle, wealth, and everything around it. I started opening my eyes and saw they were just a bunch of gold diggers exploiting me. I started feeling lonelier by the minute, even though there were plenty of people around me all the time. It was at this exact moment that I started to realize that money doesn't buy you happiness, but it can make things easier. I needed to get myself together to find a purpose, a goal. I kept thinking, what would my father do? As my father was always helping others, I started helping other people out too. First, family and friends. But then I started helping companies, our community, and even complete strangers. I'd never felt so good before in my entire life. People were friendly and asked me many times whether they could help me too. I made it my goal to help others as I learned that good things come to those who make them happen. Unfortunately, I can't keep helping others without having a decent income myself. Someday the well would dry up and my account would be fully depleted. I set another goal for myself: make money myself. I needed money. And you know what they say, it takes money to make money. Luckily for me, I still had plenty of money left, so I wondered how my father would have made money after his retirement. My father always had his laptop with him, and had some advanced software that would trade for him on full autopilot. He told me often that this software could be my future. Although he again was only trying to help me, I never paid attention when he tried to explain the software to me. The expert that I hired tried to explain the software to me, but somehow he kept screwing things up. I then asked if there was a way he could simplify things for me, perhaps redesign or reprogram the software so it would be easier to use. After a few weeks, the expert told me that he had redesigned the whole program, enhanced it for easier use, and tested it properly. He came over to explain the software to me, and I laughed as hard as I could. This guy had turned a very complex and advanced software into a window with just 3 commands. All I could see was 1. Deposit, 2. Turn on and off, 3. Amount per trade. Was that really all it took to make money? He said that he thoroughly tested the software and that he eliminated all of the settings that weren't performing optimally. So it all came down to one setting he had used and tested for best performance. I now have a push-button millionaire maker. Here, let me show you the software real quick. After all, I promised you that I would prove it was real, right? As you can see, this is the software here. It just has 3 commands, right? It's been designed so that even a kid could operate this. So I guess everyone could operate it. If not, there's a short explanation. The first button is a command for depositing money onto your account. Now, normally you wouldn't have to touch this button. On startup, I've created a super neat form that will allow you to deposit straight into your account. Once deposited, there's no need to click the deposit button again, unless you have withdrawn all your money and can't continue trading. In that case, you might want to fund your account once more. I suggest you just leave a small amount in your account to continue trading with. So the next button is a command for a simple on and off button. My expert has redesigned the software from a jet fighter cockpit to a simple light switch. There now is just on and off. Obviously, turn it on as soon as possible and never turn it off again. But if you feel like it, you are in control of the software. Turn it on or off whenever you feel like. The last buttons are just to command the software what amount you want to trade. Keep in mind that $25 is the minimum default, and there are some other default amounts that you would like to use, or you could simply click other and enter any amount yourself. Again, you are in control. Now here, you could see some simple stats. Nothing you could do here except for the fact that it will show you just how amazing my father's software really is. My balance is just a staggering $21,028.45 that the software has made me in the last 6 days. Tomorrow, I will then withdraw a chunk of my balance for my weekly withdrawal. Over here, you can see the amount of trades that my software has made without my presence. That's right, the software functions completely without its user. It's made nearly 150,000 trades on full autopilot since the day I started it. And here you can see the amount of trades that the software has won. 133,205 won trades. Now, I'm not really good at math, but I'm guessing that's somewhere about 85 to 90% win rate. Further down the page, you will see nothing but stats. All stats of trades that have been made by the newly designed software on full autopilot. The only thing that I've done to get my hands on $21,865 every single week is use my father's software. Of course, I've put some money into the software to enhance and simplify it, but that's about all. Now, as I said, I went on a shopping spree and bought everything without overthinking it. Eventually, it really made me feel terrible to have all this money and not help others. I had become very selfish and lonely, and there wasn't anything that seems able to cure it. The only thing that really made me feel better is helping others. Helping others was the cure, and it really makes you feel great, but it also requires money to do so. So this new plan I came up with is Helping Others 2.0. Please allow me to explain it to you. Most importantly, this software makes me money on full autopilot, so that it allows me to make money and keep helping others, just like I was doing before this software. Besides that, I wanted to share the system with members so that I could help them too. Now, there's more because I added another beneficial feature. The software will automatically deduct 0.2% of your profits and donate this to all different kinds of charities. That's right. Pretty clever strategy, right? The software will A. helps me make money so that I can help others. B. helps my members by generating money fully automated. C. helps charity by deducting 0.2% fee from me and my members. As you can see, I'm not the selfish man I once was, and today I feel alive, energetic, and have no worries whatsoever. Now is the time for the million-dollar question. How can I help you get your hands on my father's software and feel just as alive, energetic, and worry-free? How do you get $21,865 every week and all you have to do is turn on my father's software? Well, I want you to be at least 18 years old. I don't want any lawsuits chasing me down because you're 15 or 16 years dumb and spend all your money doing drugs or booze. In my opinion, if you are 18 years or older, you'll be clever enough to know what to spend your money on and certainly what not to spend your money on. You're wise enough to know who is a real friend and who's just trying to exploit you, because you will get those friends very soon. Also, I want you to allow the software to deduct 0.2% of your profits so that it will automatically be donated to all kinds of charities. If you won't allow it to deduct 0.2% of the profits that I've been making with my father's software, I will not help you either. Last, but certainly not least, you have to be able to fund your account once. The software obviously can't trade without funds, so you will have to fund it yourself. Now, some of them ask me, I thought you said free of charge, so why do I have to invest $250? Well, let me explain that to you. The $250 isn't a payment for the software. It isn't a payment towards me. It isn't a payment at all. You are simply sending it towards yourself. You take $250 from your left pocket and you put it into your right pocket. If you need this money, you can always take it from your right pocket and put it back into your left pocket. It really works like any other bank account. Just because it's located at the bank, it's still your money. You can take it out whenever you feel like it. So let me recap this quickly. 1. You have to be 18 years or older. 2. You will donate 0.2% of your made profits to charity. Happens automatically. 3. You have to fund your account with at least $250. Those are my requirements for $21,865 per week. An amazing $3,123.57 per day. Take a minute to imagine what you could do with this kind of money. You can clear yourself from any debts. You can buy yourself a new dream car. You can send your kids, grandkids to private school. You can buy your whole family new designer clothes. Take a nice long family vacation to an exotic beach. Move into a big, nice estate or mansion. Everything is possible as long as you proceed by signing up as one of my members by entering your email address on the right. Make sure to avoid misspelling because I will be sending you the credentials for my father's software. Once you've entered your email address, I will redirect you to another page where I will be explaining to you the last few things. So enter your email address on the right and I will help you make money and help others as well. Sign up as a member right now and start making money and withdraw your first $3,123.57 today. When you've signed up as members, I'll be happy to help you further on the next page.